What's going on, guys? It's Picsoleated, and we've got a little bit more storyboarding to do with you guys. A little bit of history, story, athleticism, whatever you want to call it. We just went over the Michigan dunk highs in the previous video, and if you haven't seen it, I suggest you go ahead and watch it. In this video, we're looking at the Nike dunk highs in the Spartan green colorway. These sneakers released officially on September 23rd. They retailed for 120 US dollars and 160 Canadian dollars here in Canada. If you're looking at these shoes and thinking, oh, they look kind of small, that's because they are. P was able to cop them. These are half a size too big for her, but don't worry, she was generous enough to give us an on-foot look anyway. The Nike Dunk High Spartan Green employs the team uniform colors of the Michigan State Spartans. Released alongside the Michigan Dunk Highs, the Spartan Green Dunks were also inspired by the Be True to Your School pack that released in 1985. So yes, this release is also over 3 decades old, just as the Michigan Dunk High was. In fact, they share a lot of similarities, from being university colors to being from Michigan, to being inspired by a pack from 3 decades ago and being re-released and then retroed once again in 2020. Now, I've gone over a lot of similar details for the Michigan Dunk Highs in the Michigan Dunk High video, so if you really want some in-depth details, go ahead and check out that video. For this one, we'll just keep to the essentials, but before we get started, feel free to like this video at any point if you enjoyed it. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can support the channel, and hit that noti bell so you can join Noti Gang and so you don't miss out on future videos. The Nike Dunk High is a classic silhouette, just as this colorway is a classic colorway that's been around for decades, and we'll get into all of that, but first let's quickly go over the materials. Because there's a traditional Nike Dunk High, we've got the standard materials. The upper is made majority of leather. We have white leather making up the toe cap, white leather making up the side panels, and we have white leather making up the upper ankle portion of the shoe. Then we have what is known as Pro Green making up the rest of the toe box, the mudguard portion. We have lace eyelets in Pro Green leather with green laces. The shoe also comes with an alternative set of white laces. Then we have green leather making up the heel counter and top eyelet area. This portion also flaps out just like the off-white Jordan 1s. We have a white mesh tongue with Nike branding on the tongue tab in green. Finally, we have an all-white midsole and a Pro Green outsole. When it comes to sizing, I can't give you any personal advice, but from what P said, she thinks you should stick to your true to size. P was able to comp a size 5.5, which is a half size bigger than her true size. She's a true size 5, and they definitely fit big, but she said she'll most likely have to go true to size for it to be a good fit. When it comes to comfort, I didn't get to try them on, but as with any Jordan 1 high or Dunk High style shoe, you get a decent amount of support because it's a high, but there's no real cushioning tech in the midsole, so expect a decent ride for a pair of casual shoes. Nothing too fancy. Overall, these shoes are pretty standard. As someone who has a mild interest in the NCAA, I don't follow it the way a lot of, let's say, Americans do. Although I love the colorway in and of itself, I'm very partial to green. It's one of my favorite colorways, especially a more dark tone like this versus a vibrant color. This is just easier to match with a lot of things, and you know, it also represents the motherlands. You feel me? Either way, at the end of the day, there are better shoes out there, but if you're on the dunk wave, or if you've got a deeper connection to NCAA sports or Michigan sports, these are the shoes for you. They sold out immediately as they went on sale, but they're going for relatively decent prices in the aftermarket, so I've left a link in the description where you can guaranteed get your size, so definitely check that out if that's something you're interested in. What did you guys think about these? Are they something you'd rock, or would you rock something else? Let me know in the comments. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Picsoleated is for Sparta!